What is going on out there, good people, and welcome back to LMD Trading, where I am living my dream trading. Hope everybody out there is doing well today on this election day here in these United States of America. As for myself, I'm doing good. You see my little sticker right there. Got out and voted. Did what I was supposed to do. Voted. That's my right. It's gonna be an interesting election. We're gonna have the first in history. Either way it goes, it's gonna be the first F in the office. It's gonna be the first female, or it's gonna be the first felon. It's gonna be one of them. It's gonna be a felon, or it's gonna be a female. Let's see what we get. Let's see what these elections turn up. But that's not what y'all are here for. Y'all are here to see what your boy did on these charts here today. And before we do that, I want to jump over into my charts real quick. Market is about to be opening in like 7 minutes. Futures closes at 5 o'clock Eastern, and they open back up at 5 or at 6 o'clock Eastern. I took a trade yesterday right around that time, but I want to go ahead. I'm going to jump on up. Wrong button, wrong button, wrong button. There we go. We want to go to that screen. This is where the market sits at right now. And I actually recorded my trade yesterday that I took like right at 6 o'clock. I'm not going to be taking a trade today because I don't need to take one. But what I do want to do is I want to mark my charts up real quick. I want to mark my charts up. So I'm working on an ebook, and I'll just kind of show you, like I would call that right there Valley 1. That's Valley number 2. And I'm actually going to slightly adjust that. I'm going to bring that up to about right there. But just want to get these charts marked up before the market opens. And let's see. Yeah, I will put that like right there. I'm gonna extend this to the left real quick. Yeah, look at that. It's grabbing those areas. So that's a good level for me. One of my thought processes when I mark my charts up is I like to see where the battle is occurring. I want to see where the battle is occurring at. I would usually say I like to have as many points touching. Probably a more correct thought process for me is I want to see where the battle is occurring. So you notice the bears tried to push this down and it wicked back up. Bears tried to push this down, it wicked back up. It opened right here. It closed right there. Opened just a little bit below it and it got pushed up. Opened just above it. Closed just above it. Open just below it. That's a battle. I want to see where that same battle is occurring at the top. Now this is being done on the 5-minute chart. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to color this blue. That way, when I look at it on my 1-minute chart, I instantly can see that this is a 5-minute chart because it's blue. 5-minute level is marked. I'm going to go ahead and on the 1-minute chart, I see that we had a lower high right here. This would be mountain number 1. This would be mountain number 2. Just look at the chart as mountains and valleys, mountains, valleys, mountains, valleys. This is a mountain. Let's go from mountain number 1 to mountain number 2, mountain number 2. And then let's go down here and it's going to be right there. Again, I like to see battles. I like to see battles. Let's blow that up. Look at these points touching. Look at those battles occurring. You come up to the top. It didn't really make it all the way up to the top because you have some areas that are keeping it from getting up there. In the ebook, there's going to be a chapter called Things That Affect Trades. These would be things: moving averages, VWAP, previous day's highs, previous day's lows, previous day's close. Things like that will affect the trade. But there, we have the chart marked up. What I'm going to do now is bring up yesterday. And I started this video a little late after the market had already did what it was going to do. But this was the same time. Look right there. Let me see if I can get this to get clear. There we go. Look at that. 1800. That's 6 o'clock. That's the same time that we just did this one at. At that time, market was in a downtrend on a higher time frame. This is coming off of like a 15 or an hourly. If we look over here, we see a purple, big purple area. And then you see right there. So that's off of a 15-minute. Actually, I'm sorry. Nope, that's off of a 5 because that's magenta. I like to make my down channels on a 5-minute magenta. So 5-minute down, 1 minute up, and the market had closed right at the midline. Market opened and it gapped up. And look where it gapped up to, right at the top of the channel that we had just drawn. So when it did that, I took a trade. I needed to take one trade in my Profitrade account so that I could have 7 days worth of trades in. I took that one. It's kind of off screen right here because of how that candle jumped up there and I didn't have the chart set to auto. But watch, you'll see I'm going to drag it down. You can look up here and see what it's doing though. Boom. Look at that. Already green on the trade. I'm good. I'm about to move my stop loss into profit. Again, I only needed to take one trade in order to lock in a payout in this account. But look at the trade working. Let's come up, look at the TOS charts. Look where it came back down to the midline. And here I'm talking it out. And I want to lock in profit at this point. I don't care to really have to be making a bunch of money. I only needed to take one good trade. Boom. I'm out of the trade. But that was that trade this morning, just to get, or not this, I keep saying this morning. That was last night, 6 o'clock. Market just opened though. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does in relationship to, and I hate when TOS does that. It starts jerking. So let's do that. Look at that. We just drew this channel, came down to the base of it. Channels for me, that's my strategy. That's what I love trading. And like I said, I'm working on an ebook to kind of break it down. But yeah, look at that. If this breaks this 5-minute up channel, it only has room down to the base of the 1-minute down channel. That would be the expectation for this trade. I don't expect no more than that right there. Same way going to the upside. Now where I would really like to see it is for it to break this 1-minute channel and head that way. But let's watch this candle play out for 1 minute. And then we're going to go over and we're going to look at this Profitrade account and look at this information. But let's check it out. I just want to see what happens. If this comes down and breaks this, something that can affect this trade, this 100 SMA line right there, that could affect the trade. So like I said, there's going to be a chapter in the book so that you have expectation when you take a trade. You know what you can expect. But look at how this, look at that, y'all. It's coming right down to that line that we just put on the chart. Y'all saw me do it. Y'all saw a brother do it. And this candle is about to close. It's magic, ain't it? That's magic. Literally closed right at that line. All right, enough of that. Let's go ahead, y'all. Let's jump on over to Profitrade real quick. We're going to look at some numbers, and then I'm going to get up out of here. We watched me take that one trade. Actually, it was a very good day today in this account because remember, I said I only needed to take a trade, right? I could have left that alone and just took that trade, but no, we had a good day today in this account. We made about $150 in this account. Right now, the account balance is at $52,992. It started at $50,000. We needed to make $2,600 to request a payout. Right now, we're sitting at $29.92. We needed to trade 7 days. Today was, guess what, y'all? 7th day. So we're good. This right here is normally shaded green. Guess what? It's not shaded green today, y'all. It's actually green. So while I'm making this video, I am going to request my payout so y'all can see how it's done. I'm gonna scroll down though real quick. Let's look at the particulars. If you caught a video a couple of days ago, maybe last week, I almost blew an account up. Guess what account it was? It was this one. It's that account that we are about to request a payout in. Balance again, $29.92. Total profits made, $47.82. I gave back $1,789. That's where that number comes from after I paid $978 in commission. Drawdown, $1,680. We were like $400 away from blowing this account up. Profit factor, 2.67. It's a decent number right there. Total trades, 298. Nope. That's how many contracts we traded. Average trade was $10. Tells you don't take a lot of money per trade, but you take that, multiply by that, you got that. Average time in a trade was 10 minutes. Average winner, $18.68. Average loser, $42. This is horrible right here. But this was because of that one bad day. Max winner, $348. Max loser, $527. We don't want to be having losses like that. Consecutive wins, 65. That's contracts. That's not actual trades. Consecutive losers, 21. Consecutive profits, 938. Consecutive losses, ooh wee, $1,680. Horrible. And then this is just trades that we took this morning. It's not showing the trades that I took last night. Like I said, I did get back in the market today. Small green trade there. Decent trades right there. And that's what's got us up to like 100 and something bucks today. But let's go ahead. Let's request that payout real quick, y'all. Let's see how this is going to work. So when this is not shaded gray, you can click it. Booyah. You can click it anytime. But when it's not shaded gray, it's actually going to say request a payout. $29.92 is the profits right now. Profit share, I can request 100% of that minus $500. The minimum that I can request is $250. The max is $2,300. Again, minus the 500. But we went above that. So I can get, so let's say I only made $2,600. I would only be able to request $2,100. But because I went over that, I can request the max up to $2,300. So I made $29.92. I can request $2,300. I'm gonna leave $692 in the account. I'm good with that. I wanted to max this account out. We did just that. Click this request payout button. I'm not gonna mess with that. Booyah. Let's see what happens. Payout is now under review. And that's it, y'all. It's that simple. Click that button. Booyah. It went from active to now payout under review. Good to go. Short, sweet video. I'm going to take this back over to the charts real quick, just so we can see how this thing is playing out. And then I'm going to get up out of here. Booyah. Let's look at these charts. Again, remember the line that we drew. Look at the battle that's occurring right there, y'all. Look at how these candles are opening and closing. That's the battle. Price breaks the low of this candle right here. I'm expecting a flush out down to 333, but I'm not going to take a trade just because it closed outside of the channel. I need to see it break the low of that candle. Let's see how this candle closes real quick. Pushes back in this channel and it breaks the high of that candle. Good chance that it can come back up here. We do have some things that can affect the trade. We have the 9 and the 20 moving average that's sitting right there. So those can affect it. Like I said, for me, I wanted to see it either break this and break that and then flush down. But look at that, y'all. What did I tell you? Pushed it right back in. That's that battle. That's that battle. And look, it's pushing through these moving averages that can affect the trade. Now you have midline. And then you have the 5-minute channel. That's my strategy in a nutshell, y'all. That is my strategy. I find my, like I said, this right here, I'll label it. This would be valley number 1. Valley number 1. And you'll see this in the book. Valley number 2. So I would use valley number 1, valley number 2. And then I'm using up here would be considered. Uh-oh, I don't want to do that. And I don't want to do that. I just want to click right there. That's going to be mountain and 3. And you see me putting these numbers in parentheses. What that is the LMD 1, 2, 3 concept. Number 1 and number 2 establishes the angle. Number 3 establishes the base. Sometimes I'll use areas of the midline to establish the base. If you notice this one, again, it's a battle occurring right there. It's a battle. Look at this thing. Something that can affect the trade. That black line, that's previous day's close. That can affect the trade. Look at this thing wicked right up off the top of it. Came back down. Candle has 57 seconds to close in it. Let's see what it does. Look at how that pushed back up over and into this 5-minute channel, y'all. If this can break out of this 5-minute channel, market can shoot up. Downside, you gotta play it how the chart tells you to play it. On that note, we gonna wrap this one up. As always, thanks for checking me out. If you hadn't hit that like button, please do so. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comment section. Once this gets approved, I think they approve them like Fridays, and then payouts are on Mondays. So I'll keep y'all posted as to how that goes. I should meet all requirements. I traded 4 days over $182. It's one requirement. Second requirement, you don't want to make over 40%. Had I done that, you would have saw my profit target over 2,600. The first time I requested a payout, I had to get over 3,100. That was because I broke that 40% consistency rule. So they adjusted my profit to make my biggest trade less than 40%. So I met that. I met the 7 days. So no reason for them to deny this payout. So on that note, I'm wrapping this one up. One thing I didn't say, I treated myself, y'all. Let me see if I can get it on camera. I treated myself to a good dinner. It's sitting in the background. I just saw it. I love me some good seafood. I'm about to dig into that right there. Restaurant here in Jacksonville. It used to be called the Boiling Crawfish. Now they call it the Big Crab. It's more fitting. That's a snow crab combo. That's their special for today. And that is what I'm about to dig into. So I'm up out of here. Peace.